Well, good morning. It is Saturday, July the 7th. Hope y'all had a happy 4th. And since the 4th would have been my normal inspection day, I'm out here on Saturday because it rained yesterday a lot. It was supposed to be clear today, but it's rather overcast. So we're going to see how the bees like it. Supposedly they don't like you messing with them when it's overcast, but we're going to go for it because I need to do an inspection, see how we're coming. Oops. All right. Population's looking good. This is my top honey super. And it's got tons of bees in it. And this is my little floor sweeper sheet. They've propolized down quite well. Does a good job of capturing our hive beetles. I know I'm concentrating on two things at once here, but we'll get it. They are quite stuck. Just trying to get them all broke loose here real quick. All right. Previously, they hadn't been doing much up here. I think they just started pulling some of it out. They're doing a pretty good job dragging it out. I already made one mad. But this is the top. This is got two deeps and two honey supers. They are pulling it out quite well. Just going to skip through here a little bit. Quite a bit of nectar stored up in it. But right now, we're here in northeast Arkansas. My crimson clover is done for the year. They're on asters and white clover. Yeah, this one is not only built out, but it's quite full of nectar. And I have nine frames in a 10-frame box to give them room to build it out big. They can store more honey, and it makes it easier to harvest. Let me space these out a little bit. Move on to the next box, because all we got here is honey. This time I'm going to try to put my... Oh, that was good. That makes them mad. Try to put my fabric sheets down closer to the brood area today. I can see one extremely drawn out. Wow, these are sticky. So one thing my bees will do is they will definitely propolize everything. Okay, last frame, they are building it out, both sides. Yeah, they weren't quite ready for 2 boxes. They were a long ways ready for 2 boxes, but I had a lot of people say that when you put honey supers on, that you should put 2 boxes on. Well, I've been trying to get them to build these out ever since, and they're slowly doing it, but next year I'll have lots of medium frames built out. All nectar. Same on the other side. Next frame's one I want to lift out because it's had brood on it in the past. And I'm kind of hoping that they've quit putting brood in the top box at all. Oh yeah. Look at that. Capped at the top. They're filling it up at the bottom. %, nectar. They're moving right along. All nectar. Pretty heavy, but it's not capped, which means it's not ready to harvest. Yeah, full of nectar. They're beginning to cap that side. Yeah, she left a stinger. Okay. Packed with nectar. This side they're capping. So they continue to move right along. Yeah, I got one mad at me. So here I'm ramping up a little bit. But so far they're still pretty calm. And every time you bounce a frame around, it makes them a little more agitated. So that's why it takes me so long to do an inspection. All right. Not going to do much in here. This box is mostly honey, if I remember right. It's also an old frame. And since it's mostly honey, it's heavy. Yeah, look at that. It's mostly capped honey. They're capping the rest. It's a really dark frame because it's old. But it's still good honey. Smoke in my eyes. All right. These are old. They're propolized very well. Yeah, there's some bee bread in there. A lot of nectar. There's the bee that was fussing that way. It's bee bread. You see a lot of these cells are drone-sized cells. But that's what happens when you have really old frames in there and they fill them full of honey. Well, actually, all of these old frames, they'll make drone-sized cells in them. They just keep getting bigger and bigger. Okay, I think we're done here because this frame and the next frame, this side's got lots of honey. But the other side is capped brood. And we got larvas. So she's still there. She's still very active as of 3 or 4 days ago. Okay. See, she's quite busy. Look at that. I wouldn't call it a perfect laying pattern. Far from it, but yeah, that's one side, one complete frame, or mostly covered frame. The next one's just like it. And so's that one. Then I think we get into nectar again. So I got 3 frames of brood, 4. I'm happy. This hive has done well since it was installed. And if it wasn't for the fact that my honey supers aren't drawn out, this baby'd be making lots of honey. Okay, now we just got to get them over far enough to get the rest of the frames in, or the other frame back in. So I know what's in the bottom. Not really concerned, just a lot of ease. Put our sheet down before I forget it again. Okay, so we're doing good. We're not going to have any honey out of this one this year because there's just not enough. Unless they cap this one eventually. And they are working on these top boxes. The bees are wondering where the rest of their home is because they don't have any traffic in and out from the bottom. They're kind of wondering what's going on. That's how you keep them from squishing them. Just hit the sides of the box and they'll go inside. All right. So we got 2 honey supers almost completely built out. And a couple of good frames. They're doing good. We'll see what happens over the next month or so. But right now, this box, there's no honey to harvest. So we'll move on.